run through Turini. Would the stage claim as many victims second time around? Mäkinen backed off though this time. There was no need to risk becoming only the third driver in history to win 3 Montes on the trot. His confidence, if not his speed, was magical. This looked like the master of Monte at work. Like Mäkinen, Sainz didn't need to push too hard. But third was still his reward for a tidy run up and over Turini. This time though, the midday heat had thawed out some of the snow. Both Delacour and Schwartz knew that Turini would sort out third place once and for all. All Schwartz could do was go as fast as he dared. But the Skoda's not as nimble, and it doesn't have the same traction as the Ford in the dry. Not to be outdone though, Schwartz kept the Skoda on the boil and kept his co-driver Manfred Pima's eyes firmly on the notes. Going downhill, the Skoda was back in its element, but all the time the German knew that above all he must get his Octavia home. Delacour shot like a rocket up the hill. Not racing for manufacturer's points, he had only his own title hopes to fight for. Delacour was stunningly quick on Turini, faster by almost 4 seconds than the next closest driver, but what would the gap be to Schwartz? The die had been cast. The split times at the top of the hill showed Delacour to be flying. His face said so too. At the end, the gap between them was a whopping 19.6 seconds. Delacour looked to have third sewn up. Alistair McRae was still furious not to have been on target for a top 6 finish, but he used his aggression to finish stage 14, 7th fastest. Lightning quick again on the closing stages was Tony Gardemeister. Second fastest he was on Turini as he fought to stave off Freddie Leutz. Leutz gave it his all, but Gardemeister was fueled by a desperate need to get a seat for the rest of the year. That must have given him a valuable few seconds. Leutz was 4th fastest on Turini, but 12 seconds slower than Gardemeister. With 1 stage to go, 5.8 seconds was the gap. Gardemeister to Leutz. Like the pendulum swinging between the snowbanks, Bruno Thierry squeezed into 8th place on Turini. It's tight through the stage, and even tighter when the car's as big as the Skoda. The fairy tale town of Monte Carlo, but would it be a fairy tale ending for Tommy Mäkinen. Stage 15, the last stage of the rally. And through Loader for the second time in Mäkinen's car, an air of calm. Just 16 kilometres to go. Champions don't know how to slow down. On course for second place, Mr. Consistency, Carlos Sainz. A second a kilometre was too much to expect from Armin Schwarz. Right at the end, he decided the better part of valour was just to reach the finish line. Fourth, he said, would feel like a win anyway. Delacour was third fastest through Loader, just in case Schwarz had grown wings. Third fastest and third overall for the Ford driver.
Tu tentes à fond, et gauche 95, dans 50 mètres, droite 60 épingles.
But by the end of the stage, Tommy Mäkinen could breathe a sigh of relief. Monte was his for the third time in a row. He is the king of the mountains.
Tommy, good start to the season.
Yes, excellent.